This episode of the Devinwade Show is brought to you by Urbane, premium quality built with a purpose.
All I know, money goes and get high. Every day, every night, we get right. Every night, every day, we get paid. They okay, we get lit. They okay, we get rich. They okay. All I know, money goes and get high. Every day, every night, we get right. Every night, every day, we get paid. They okay, we get lit. They okay, we get rich. They okay.
DJ Chelsea Lee.
What's up, beautiful people? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Devinwade Show. We appreciate y'all coming in and tuning in and watching and having a fucking ball with us. We got a good episode for y'all today. We got special guests. I'm going to send y'all over to DevNasty.
What up? It is your host, Devin Wade, a.k.a. Dangerous DevNasty, a.k.a. Choke Your Mom Out, a.k.a. Choke Your Pop Out. And we are back for another episode of the Devinwade Show. I'm gonna let y'all in on some secrets in a minute after I announce my special guest and co-host. We have a special guest in the building. I'm gonna mention before I mention my boys that I'm with every day. This man is a internet superstar. He's a IG maniac. The dude's got more followers than I'll ever have, and his son probably got more followers than I ever have. We have the one and only GHEE Funny in the building. And look, as we say his name, he just gets drinks delivered.
No, that's not even the funny part, my man.
Like how you get that delivered?
Don't ever introduce me after you just said you choked somebody's mom out and choked their
why
dad
not?
out.
Why not?
I don't want to be associated with that.
Oh, my bad.
I've already got enough going on in my life. You coming in, you choking people.
Oh, my bad.
Let me take a sip. Maybe if I take a sip, I'll be down.
And we spike drinks. We Bill Cosby over here, but we don't rape.
Yeah, I'm still not down. He's going to say, choke your mom out, choke your dad. Here's GHEE. What?
But we got GHEE in the building.
Yes, sir.
We can't believe that he pulled up Lamborghini, something unbelievable. This car I've never seen before. It was probably Urbane because it had multiple colors. Because this episode is brought to you by Urbane. Listen, this shit not for everybody, man. You got to be special to have this Urbane on, man. So shout out to Charles J.
For all the people that's watching this now and trying to get my address because you said I put up a Lamborghini, it's a Dodge. Okay?
Wait a minute. Dodge makes Lamborghinis. that was definitely a Lamborghini that I saw him pull up in. But of course, to the left of me, besides the millionaire, I have stand-up comedian.
What's going on, y'all? Gardner Briscoe, I'm in the building, man. Happy to be here with y'all. Chelsea Lee, what's going on? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
You looking great too. How y'all doing, man?
He had to slide that in there.
Listen, I'm out here giving compliments.
You always trying to slide
ladies,
something in.
The ladies is looking beautiful on the side. We got Milk and Magnesia always looking thicker than cold peanut butter. You already know.
Cold peanut butter?
Yeah. Just imagine that.
I need a question mark.
Exactly.
And of course, all the way to the left.
He getting himself together.
Right. Listen, look, he getting himself right.
I just gotta make sure Gardner, hey, he good now. He good. He my boy back.
Straight, man.
He got his shades on so you know he feeling real gangster today.
Now I'm coolin'. This cool shit.
Okay.
Shades ain't gangster shit. This cool shit.
Okay.
Shades.
But when you have
you're saying,
that's right. John B.
I mean, but I see you in like movies killing people with those same shades on.
That's a movie. That's Hollywood shit.
Okay.
I'm really ready to sing an R&B record.
So none of the shootouts you went on, you didn't have those shades on.
No. Not
you know we like to just entrap people. even our friends. But
you snitched on me in one of the shits I shot at.
Hold on, you can't tell. The people ain't see the movie yet, man.
Well, they don't know how, but they gonna see.
You snitched on me.
Yeah.
You snitched on me in the movie.
I definitely played.
We beefing anyway.
Yeah, I definitely played that role. But that voice you're hearing for the people that's not watching this is Puerto Rico's own, Camden's own.
Yo, shout out to the people, man. Shout out to the world. Shout out to the team.
Yeah,
do Puerto Rico and Camden even get along? Like, how do you even say Camden on in Puerto Rico?
What you mean?
That's what you just said.
That's his name. Puerto Rich. He's Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
And he from
And
Camden?
you know Camden hosts the Puerto Rican parade.
Yeah, and my name kind of like somewhat, if you really kind of like break it down, it could mean Puerto Rico. If you say Puerto Rich in
So
Spanish,
you admitted it now.
I mean, I've been new. It's not really. It technically it doesn't, but it does. It's weird. It's some weird shit. Like Spanish people in Puerto Rico might try to argue with me. I don't want to argue with the Puerto Ricans from over there about this shit. It is what it is, man.
He sound confused.
It's confusing. It's confusing.
Okay.
Well, the first thing I want to say to everybody at home, man, that's been watching and tuning in, man, we fuck with y'all heavy, man, for fucking with us. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little bit of a secret or a background to this show. This is the first episode that you guys are watching that came on where we actually said, welcome to the Devinwade Show. And the reason why that's so is every episode that you've watched up until this point was all filmed at one time. So that was just us coming in the studio with mad outfits, and we laid it all down, and we did 3 months worth of episodes at once because we heard about this lockdown situation that was supposed to happen. We didn't really understand what it was. Right. So I called up my peoples and said, let's make a show. And we just invented it right there on the spot. And, Chelsea Lee came through and everybody, and we pulled off something beautiful. So now we finally, we up to date, niggas.
and we sharing the secret because obviously, we, our family, our listeners, our supporters that be in the chats with us, we really like rock with y'all. We appreciate y'all. So we got to let y'all in on the secret.
Yeah, man. But what's up with you, man? What's up with you, Gee?
Ain't nothing on with me, man. Okay?
Right.
I'm just happy to be here.
Okay.
I'm happy to be
Why
here.
Why the fuck you don't seem happy?
Because you know how hard it was for me to get a babysitter for Sean to get here?
Oh, yeah.
Because he'd have been walking around and all this other stuff. You see all this little stuff y'all got in here? I can't afford this.
He'd have been trying to take pictures of butts on the low and everything
Or knocking
like that.
cameras over.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't afford it.
What about the games, Gee? Is he in the games? Because the games could have probably held him
He
a
got
little
that
bit.
in his house.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's
In
doing
his
them
house?
out there. we got separate houses. I ain't want to.
Here you go.
Listen, look, he got his
He
own
live by
house.
himself. I live by myself.
Exactly. He bought
I
it.
tried to afford. He got the Lamborghini. I tried to steal it.
You borrowed his car
He
today.
borrowed his car. That's crazy.
Yo, listen, you're gonna get me killed.
Listen. Well, something else might get you killed because we're about to jump into some of these questions and the topics of the day, and I want to pick the brains of everybody here, man. And I'm not guilty of this, babe. But some of my people that's right next to me might be.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm just listen. I'm
He looked me right in the eye.
I'm
Now
just
I'm
saying
nervous.
other people might be.
All right.
How do y'all feel? Do you feel it's a violation to be in a relationship and hold on to old nudes, butt naked?
I mean, it's definitely a violation if my girl decided to do that. But if I'm doing it, she gotta let it slide.
Oh, my
It's just living. It is a double standard. Yes, drop a bomb on that. Yeah, she just gotta let that slide. Like it's
So it's okay.
It's a fantasy. That's all.
It's okay for you to have her nudes, but she can't have your
I'm
dick
not going
pics.
back and forth with you about this.
I just asked a simple question.
So you saying if you got the titties and all of that pictures on
That's
deck,
okay.
that's cool.
Yeah, that's fair game.
But if she got your dick, you can't. She has to delete it. If she has a dick pic.
Yeah.
Hold on, not his dick. She can hold on.
No. Other like my girl,
Like other
yeah.
niggas, other niggas' dicks that she was with prior dicks.
Okay.
You feel me? Like if the prior dicks, you know
There's
what I'm
got to be
saying?
a better way to explain it.
Nah.
I'm getting uncomfortable. I don't know.
Listen,
I don't know what's going on.
So let me ask you. So let's put him on the hot seat. So
Okay.
how do you feel about that? Are you in violation if we was to scroll through your phone and you got titties from 2010? You know what I'm saying? Couple vaginas from
Classic
from 2012.
back shots.
2012.
Classic back shots
2012.
from old history.
I think it's a slim line in between.
The answer is yes.
In between using the pictures and looking at the pictures.
Wait a minute. Hold on, son. Hold
As
on.
long as you're
Break
not
that
still
down.
using the things in the picture, I think you should be okay.
Using them, but hold on.
Then why
but,
would you have
hold on,
them if you're not
but using
using
them in what way? So
Like still going over there.
so as long as you're not going over there.
I think it should be fine.
That's a little interesting because
listen.
my girl better not be getting off to another nigga's Johnson. I know that
Listen,
much.
but
I don't
I
accept
have to
that.
put my 2 cents in right now because y'all killing me.
Good.
So I would prefer my man to just go watch, go on Pornhub and look at somebody he
long as
hasn't
he
had
don't
the
know.
history with, because it's like you looking at somebody you had history with that came with feelings
Yeah, it's like
potentially.
a fantasy.
So it's like I'd rather you go on Pornhub with some chick that you've never seen before.
Now, what if your man tells you?
What's the difference?
What if your man
The
tells
difference
you?
is y'all ain't got the history.
But what if your man tells you, babe, listen, I only keep it in there because it's really like a reminder of how fucked up she was. Like that fat ass almost ruined my life.
That remind
you need
me
to let
of
it go, then.
why I don't take advice from niggas. What is he talking about?
No,
Right, I go in the house
it
and
might
tell her
work.
that, she might slap me cross the street. Like, real shit.
I think if you break up,
It just remind me
the
how
pictures
bad
should
she
just
was.
be gone.
The picture should be gone.
Like, yes, because it's kind of I think it's hard to take the feelings away when you relook at the photos. Like, it brings up the memories, even though you might
Exactly.
hate the person.
Yeah, but I didn't have
Let me ask
feelings
you a
for the
question.
Jones I got in these pictures.
Let me ask
well,
you a question.
but that's different. You might have a person that you was in a relationship with and
Right.
have pictures. So then you want to delete it because you don't want to scroll through and see pictures of your ex, and then you start getting mad or sad or missing them, and then you might doing stuff you don't want to do. But
Right.
if it was just somebody you had like slept with or was a fuck buddy and you got like, ass shots or whatever, I guess you can keep it. But if my boyfriend has no,
I wanna know.
If
I wanna know.
if
Like,
my
what?
boyfriend single, if my boyfriend
Making sure to put that out there real
I know
heavy.
who watching
if
this
my
shit.
boyfriend now, I was seeing somebody had pictures of his ex in his phone, I'm be like, delete that shit. I don't want you looking back and getting no type of memories, no type of fucking.
So I'm gonna tell you where this
nostalgia.
goes wrong for niggas, right? What happens is
It's not fair.
you get into a new situation and you putting all your eggs in one basket, right? You done collected this trophy, this trophy case for
All
a minute,
that
right?
data.
All this data, you know what I'm saying? You got everything. Your cloud is unbelievable. And then what happens is you're with somebody for a certain period of time. You delete for them, and then y'all break up, and you're left in the world. Cold.
You could get more on the Pornhub for free.
No.
Delete them.
That's not your resume though. Niggas
I
want
know
their
guys
own
want to
resume.
keep it because they want to be like, look at this, and look at
No,
this,
no,
and look
it's
at
for
that.
themselves. It's for themselves.
Yeah,
It's not for other people.
yourself.
Yeah.
Why you need to gas yourself up if you know what you did?
Also, the game has changed too, though.
She act like women don't be sharing it. That's
No,
the dick I had.
none of my girlfriends have ever went through their phone and been like, I sucked this dick, I fucked this dick.
Well,
I know they be
hanging
doing
with
it.
the right amount of.
Never.
You ain't hanging with
The
the right
only
hoochie.
the only
You gotta
time
hang
I
with the
see
ones
it,
that talk
the
that
only time
shit.
I see it is when my friends is like, look, I just found this dude on Tinder, and I'm like, let me see. And then we look, and I'm like, okay, that's good. That's the only time.
Nah,
Like,
they definitely pass your dick
She's
pics
saying-
around.
we
She's
don't
saying
share
they
boyfriends,
she's saying they don't run around with
pictures,
catalogs.
none of that. No.
Yeah, because I've been
Girls don't
talking. I
do
was
that.
talking to Jones
Girls don't
before
do
where
that.
I was just messing with a friend, and I sent them a shot and shit, and they was just like, "Oh, you got to send me a different one." So and so gave me that one already. They already had that one. But
Oh.
they was trading them Jones
the
like
multiple
they were like baseball cards or something.
Yeah, but back off of what you said, like you walk in the room, right? Mm-hmm. And your girl in there, and you looking at the phone like, oh, you in there looking at the dick? Oh, that's my ex dick. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just remind me
You
that
gonna
he was
be
a
mad
dickhead.
as hell.
Listen.
It just remind me that he was a dickhead, so I just kind of look at him like, look at this dickhead.
Right,
You gonna be like, oh,
right.
cool, baby.
No. My answer, look, what I gave was just an example
like you wanna kiss it.
of a situation because I know that nowadays in this new day that we live in, people come with the weirdest excuses, like
Exactly.
you said, fucked up advice from people. Me personally, I don't accept anything that I wouldn't do. Right. So it's like that's how I live my life. There's no way I'm letting my girl go with nothing like that. So that's why I wouldn't bring it to the table.
Exactly.
And if I did have like it wouldn't. I just don't see it in the relationship. I don't play with relationships. That's why I ain't in one now. But I just when you in that shit, it ain't no really like time to be playing with shit like that. Shit like that, we might as well still be fucking other people.
So when
We might as well
when
get
is the
loose.
moment? So for the people at home, when is the moment that you say this relationship is strong enough for me to delete my history, delete my
When y'all
trophy?
start fucking without condoms.
That's
That was day one. What are you talking about?
On day one,
dirty.
in your job, at your job. I don't want to put everybody's business out there.
But it's hard. I guess
Day one,
listen,
at your job, on the second floor on the sofa.
it's slightly hard. I guess like losing
Did me.
getting rid
I
of the
did me.
nudes. Getting rid of the nudes is almost like when they say, yo, I don't want to drop my hoes if I don't know this is a real thing or even worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. Like a lot of single people.
That's a little
I mean,
drastic.
But if you feel that way about your nudes, where like they that valuable to you, it's the same shit. You not trying to let them go unless you really feel like this relationship shit is so worth it.
My nigga
Because you
professional
attach to your catalog.
What if you got Rihanna in the nudes?
That's
You're not,
heavy.
you're not deleting that.
That's heavy.
That's work.
So
Now
you
it's heavy.
lucked up, and you ended up getting something popping with Rihanna. You got it in the nudes. You
But then
throwing
we
that,
break up.
hold up, and then
heavy.
you get with your new girl.
Wait, listen, I ain't gonna hold you.
You gonna delete them?
Like, unless we
No.
the only chance of me possibly even wanting to keep him is if we break up on like good terms. It's a good breakup. It's not that bad. A bad breakup, I don't want them shits. I don't care how thick you was, how sexy.
What if it
you
wasn't a
was.
breakup? It was just y'all was just cooling and
It just ran its course.
Yeah.
Time is up.
Yeah.
I would probably stash him. I want to keep him. I would throw him in like a safe. Like just
listen. You see where
we
got to, right?
You broke this nigga right now.
I'm just saying we got kids, we got family history. It's proof.
Yo, he arguing with you like
there.
he actually arguing with his woman right now. He breaking his whole situation down. I'll probably stash him. Baby.
Cause Dad always jump on me.
I'll stash him.
Dad always jump on me, try to put it on me like I'm gonna do some crazy
Dev, you know
shit.
what's fucked up though?
No.
When you catch your girl doing something, he just flipping on you and shit. Like, why you over there looking at dick? It's just a dick. Like, stop acting soft. Anytime a girl says you acting soft, you just think that you bitching. Like, damn, I ain't bitching, ain't him. Like, you just acting soft. It's just a little dick. Like, who looking at that? You right, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Soon as she catching you though, you looking at pussy, huh?
Yeah.
All right, don't come home.
Yeah, you might like the
Like
wrong
that.
picture on Instagram, nigga.
Yeah,
I don't care if she had a
right.
turtleneck on, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Shit
have
could-
never, anytime I broke up with somebody, their pictures go, delete it. I might hold on to it for a little bit until you like let go. But no way, that's the difference between a man and a woman. A man wants to keep those photos and look back and be like, oh, macho. Look what I did.
Absolutely.
Girl,
You know what?
Yeah, and girls be like, been there,
No,
done that,
I'm gonna tell you.
deleted.
No. I'm
We
gonna tell you what happens with some men. I'm gonna tell you this is some real shit.
It's usually our fault. That's why.
This real shit. What happens is when you get into a relationship or you bow out of the game for a while, you could start like doubting yourself because that it's like not being in a fight in a long time. Do I still got it? You feel what I'm saying? So what happens is sometimes if you look back at them Jones, you was like, how was that nigga?
I had it.
Like I was that nigga, you know what I'm saying? So giving that up is a big deal. I'm lucky because like I said, the iPhone update deleted my shit on me, so I didn't have to make the decision myself.
But that's
God
their
made
go-to
it for
too,
me.
Dev. That's the girl. That's a woman's go-to. Like when they big girl with you, delete everything. That's not our go-to. You know what I'm saying? That's not the first thing I'm doing. Let me just delete her out my phone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't like. I'm not. That's not. I'll do that down the road or something like. But the first thing y'all want to do is make sure you forget us. We don't give a fuck. Like.
That's true. That's true,
yeah.
Gary. That's true. Cause I be having Jones that be in my joint. I ain't talked to him in like a year or two, and like I said, it wasn't like no crazy bad energy.
Yeah.
So I'm single still. I ain't just X
They
him out.
get ready on everything.
Nah, that's real.
Don't you
That's
wish you
real
could
shit.
make a box and print everything out and kind of like put it away?
Who got that
No,
kind of time?
I think
feel
that's
like
worse.
that would be
Kind of time.
no, it's not worse.
A physical printout?
A box?
You want us to put all the old boxes in a box?
Box the
A
box.
box for the boxes.
What is the box? The
But
box?
when I have print out
I think I
pictures
get in more trouble.
from middle school,
The
I have
box box.
pictures
We gotta come out
of.
with that.
I have pictures of like when I was in high school, after high school, like the Polaroids, like printouts. I have them at home. I will never throw them away. You know, like
you got dick Polaroids?
But they
no,
not-
not
Yeah,
dick.
that's
No,
crazy.
not dick photos.
Yeah, so that's the difference what we talking about.
Like you actually went on nigga dick was like,
Yeah, you can't keep a
And they
listen.
from high school, Chelsea?
I didn't have dick pics in high school. Shut up.
Listen, keeping a physical box of pictures is a
didn't have
way
iPhones in
worse.
high school.
That's a way worse violation.
what you went to high school in the
Keeping a
80s?
physical box of pictures is a way worse violation. You do
I
not
think so,
want to
too.
do
If it's got dicks or vaginas in it, but if it's just like
old girlfriends. Period.
No, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
Violation.
That's too
I have
special.
a photo album and
Too
I have
special.
I have pictures.
That's too personal. That's too personal.
Listen.
A photo album is personal.
Let
That
me,
is.
a quick true story. While we still right here on this nude thing, right? This how I know that I get like if we break up and it's on bad terms, I'm getting rid of it. I don't want them because I had some exotic pictures of like lingerie of an ex. She used to flood me. Then the whole thing went sour. I was mad, young, petty, corny, probably high. And I took all these exotic, sexy pictures and I put them all in different envelopes and I was going to send them to prison, all to my guys. I was going to just flood them. And then I didn't end up doing it because, you know, something, I just didn't do it. And my sister found them. And I think I ended up going to jail. And then I came back home and she had gave me all the envelopes back and I had them and just, I don't even know what I did with the pictures, but I never like exposed them. Wow. But I just know I don't be wanting to keep them. Like when I'm done with you, like I just feel like,
Oh, that's another thing.
Done. It's
Why
over.
do guys expose photos when they break up? Is that like where does that mindset
That
come
if
from?
a nigga do that, is he's in extreme heartbreak. He's ready to kill himself.
Hold up.
I've heard
I was
that.
exposing the shit while we was together. So I don't know what the fuck you think going on here. That's why you feel like you just knew about it when I was done. The shit was already out there. Like, look, my nigga, look at this.
That's what I wanted to say too, though, is that
Not everybody.
the new game done changed. The new game completely changed. Niggas is out here airing girls out as far as their nudes and stuff like that. So it's actually harder to get nudes. So starting from scratch ain't the same as starting
That's what
back
I'm
then it
saying.
is right
You
now.
ever try to get back a nude that you deleted, but you gotta like finesse the joint to resend it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but
It usually don't work
it
in my
don't usually
favor.
work. It don't usually work because they probably regretted sending it
Absolutely.
to you already. It's been 2 years. They trying to, so you gotta almost be like,
Sneaky pictures while
yo,
they
I
sleep.
got that picture, but like, it's like a little, like a pixel on it fucked up. Can you resend it? You want to act like you still got it, kind of.
Man, a lot of them regret it the next day. When you show them, like, look, remember you was twerking last night? That Patron had you going crazy. That thing jumping. She like, yeah, whatever. They be regretted the next day.
I sent that.
Right,
That's the
right,
look they
right.
give you. Yeah, you sent it.
Nah,
It's
but
locked
that's
in
true
too.
though, because I've lost a little twerk video that I wanted to like. Yeah, that was just my joint. Shit was wobbling, and I'm like, lost it.
I'm learning a lot about his life. Talking to this man over the last 3 minutes.
It's the crazy part. These days, especially if you got something bad, exposing them could be the worst thing you could do because you could make a star. You could make a star.
Wow.
You can make this person, next thing you know, she's far out your grasp. She's with a nigga from the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
No, but we really live in that time and day. Your mugshot can turn you to a star.
Yeah.
We seen that.
We got models that male models with millions of followers that came from a mugshot.
Yeah. I seen the one where they got like a whole bunch of like beautiful women's fucking mugshots and shit where niggas is like, I don't care what this
Bailed
woman
them right out.
How much was it?
Double homie.
You gotta put your house up. Fuck it. She gonna live there.
Double homie, niggas don't care. But you know, in this time you could make them superstars. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that I wanted to talk about was, you know, and Chelsea could definitely speak up, and our nasty girls in the background, because do you think that, because Rich actually brought this up, overexposure of a chick can actually have you tired of it before you get it. And I mean that by like girls online. You know what I'm saying? That model or whatever like that. Do you feel
Right, and not like a overexposure like if it was personal. Like if it was just straight to you, then that's kind of like different. Like you got a relationship with her, she just flooding you with pics. That's different. But I'm saying like online. If
You mean like on your social media,
if you
like
just,
posting a bunch of
let's say
photos?
a certain model, whatever, anybody, a certain singer, you attracted to them, and then you start following them, and you thinking they dope, they decent, you even trying to see what they about, but then you start seeing constant, just like ass shots, titty shots,
nipples?
Where is the complaint, my brother? What is it?
I'm just saying, as far as like an attraction, let's say you was attracted like where you probably wanted to get to know her and think this could be something. Would that make you look at it like the seriousness, what you was looking for and what you thought could be possible is like you don't even really want it now, like almost.
Or could it numb you?
Or could you feel like, cause what I told Dev, basically, let me tell y'all what I told Dev, how this came about. I told Dev that sometimes I'll be attracted to like a certain model or a certain, public figure, female on a joint, and they'll post so much like ass shots and just so much exposure of exposing themselves that after a while, I almost mentally be feeling like, God damn, like I almost hit it already. I don't know, for me, it's just crazy.
That could come from beating off to it too much too, obviously, Rich.
And I didn't even do that.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even do that. I mean,
because I used to count that, like, I beat off to that enough times. I hit it already.
The thing is, I actually heard it's a secret when
Sometimes
you jerk
you just
off.
keep shit to
You
yourself.
jerk off and you say her name when you come in, and it's almost like you fucked her.
Wow, see, now that's way
I'm just
deep.
saying. I heard that was a secret. I ain't gonna throw nobody's name out there, but
No, that's what he does.
we
Wait a
on the
minute.
show.
It's not a
Hold on.
secret.
So
That's
you're
what he
sitting
does.
there
Here we go,
literally.
huh?
You're sitting there literally.
This is your secret.
No, that's not my.
Oh my God, you want us wrong?
Nigga say something, see this weird. So this is what you said. That shit was weird when it came out. That's what Dad
Yo,
said.
this is your
We was in
secret.
the basement
Gig.
and he
Now
said
we know
that.
Garnet
Hey, Gig, that
does
shit
his
right there,
business.
they put the master in masturbator. Niggas is the masters of masturbators.
Just like Amber, Teresa.
Shit ain't come out right. That nigga said, and you almost feel like you did. Everybody say he's something. Well, that's what Dev said.
You get what I'm saying? Though? I'm just
Dev
saying,
did
like,
it, not
He
me.
know.
I'm just saying, like, some of them bras that go ham, you would probably go, like, when you first meet, you would probably be like, damn, that could be wifey. But then when she goes so ham so much, you be like, nah, it's just a one night joint.
I
You know-
agree.
you get what
I
I'm
agree
saying?
with you. I think that just like anything in the world, like you get too much of it, you see too much of it, you get tired of it. So I'm sure everybody in here, most people have seen my Instagram page. I always was kind of on the fence of like, is this too much? Is this not too much? Like, you don't want to overexpose yourself because people they will look at you a certain way. And it's super like messed up, but that's how it is. I know I've been following girls that like weren't my friends, but I knew them from like in the modeling industry. And I met them in person. It was really cool. And then I go and I see it on my thing and they like bending over like,
buttholes open.
Thing, and then like, and then I'm like, yeah, they do. And it's like, I'm not even a guy, but I kind of get turned off when I see like pretty girls that are always like exposing their body. And it's like, what else do you have? Like,
Piggyback question.
Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. I think you can be overexposed. I'm not a guy, but I think when I see stuff and I see girls and they're like only posting their ass and their titties and that's what they're trying to sell, I get it. That's how you make your money. But for a guy, I can't see a guy like following somebody and you're like showing almost everything but the nipple and you still want him to like want you. It's like you kind of gave everything away already, but there is a certain way to do it to be like classy.
Well, I will say, look, seeing and squeezing is two separate things.
It
You know what I'm
is.
saying?
now.
Listen, like you know, seeing it is one thing. Indulging in it is a totally different level. But people definitely can prejudge and things like that. What I will say here is our ladies and Chelsea Lee is a sweetheart, and what we've noticed this with our fandom. People are really fucking with DJ Chelsea Lee. And since Chelsea Lee, I'm put this out here. Since Chelsea Lee since Chelsea Lee is back in the freedom world, her Instagram has definitely stepped up tremendously. Right. If anybody's noticed.
I was just gonna
What's the
say
freedom
that.
world?
Single.
Oh shit.
No, because everybody was DMing me like, oh, Chelsea's back. I'm like,
fuck was you at?
I guess so. I really wasn't anywhere. I was just
Nigga took her to England.
tuning it down a little bit. I was
They be wanting
tuning it
to,
down
B.
a little bit.
Let me ask you a question real quick though. They're like, do you see the shit so much, right? You be like, oh, no, as men, we love looking at it, all right, whatever.
Right.
So we look at these pages, whatever. But do you start looking for the chicks that actually got clothes on? Like, oh, she pretty with that shirt on.
Yo, that does become a thing, yo. That becomes a
shorty
thing.
bad with them jeans on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I think it could come to the point where it like with the butts that get real like what he calls gluttonous big
Niggas
butts.
just be wanting too much, man.
Like after a while, people might start looking at flatties. We don't know. Like it could get that dangerous.
you just jumped off a cliff.
I know,
Yeah,
I'm just
I was
saying
gonna
it's
say,
possible.
I don't know if we going that far.
I look for like a little different shit. I look for a little style.
Nigga,
when
you
I
never
do see
look
him
for
dressed.
this though. You never.
No, listen. And don't get me wrong. Don't give me the line saying no. I'm looking for him dressed, bro. I'm tired of seeing like
Fuck no.
Right.
No.
Fuck that. But I do see if they got other joints where they got
Yeah,
some
like you look to
style.
the page.
Yeah.
You look to the page
You
like,
see
all right,
if
let
they
me
got
see
some
what she
style,
wears.
get
When I
dressed.
take her out, let me see how she look. She coming out with this shit on? Like, do you own anything else? We had motherfucking.
Like if I could see like.
We
like
have to
if I-
dinner you ass naked.
Like if I
Well, the niggas already seen it, so fuck it.
Listen,
But if y'all see a picture, if the guys, if you're following somebody and they have pictures with their clothes on and then like all they post is pictures that are like ass naked or like clearly like selling ass, OnlyFans and that shit, do you guys get turned off? Do you get more turned on? Like,
I don't get turned off.
I don't get
ain't
turned
gonna
on.
hold you.
You gotta do
I
I
something
think guys
crazy
like the
to turn me
imagination.
off.
I
I
don't
think
get
that's
turned-
why those pictures that are
Relationship wise, the light is off.
imagination.
I don't
But
get
niggas
turned
ain't turned
on.
off.
Yeah,
Okay?
I don't get turned off, but I ain't gonna hold you. That ain't really my thing. Like, I'm not really like joining like OnlyFans clubs and shit like that, unless like you like somebody that I know and I know it's something decent, whatever. I'm not like me personally. I'm not for all that. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. If I feel frisky at night, I ain't got no joint. I just go to Pornhub.
So
Yeah.
that's the difference
Like-
between men and women. Just like y'all got one light. Fuck that nigga. We got three. Okay.
One light.
like if you turned off, you off. But us, we might be turned off from
Levels.
a different situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You look at us like I'm a hitter, so I'm gonna leave that light on. We're not going out. You know what I'm saying? She's not me and my family. Y'all got all three in one joint.
Yep.
It's over.
It's just over. Nah,
That's
so it's not. So you can't just say we turned off. You gotta say what light did we turn off?
Well, like the lusting for it, because I think for
No, the
guys,
lusting
it's
for it.
No, y'all, the
We
lusting-
turn
the
off
lust stays on.
Chelsea. We turn off the wifey light.
Yeah,
There you
the
go.
lust
That's
light does not turn
It's
on.
not going nowhere.
The
We turn
lust-
off the wifey light.
Yeah.
You
Lust
wanna-
light
we
stays
can
on.
party, we can have fun, but the wifey light out.
Just
the lust
know
light don't got a switch.
the lust
Yeah.
light is on. The lust light.
The
is-
lust light don't even got a fucking switch.
And don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. Look, don't get me wrong. Like because we got, even some of our beautiful models. Chelsea's just been, Chelsea, like she said, I've been following Chelsea for a minute, and I don't recall too many pictures where I just seen like her buns out. You know what I mean? Little
That's
buns.
And
like
you didn't
Star-
look at my
Listen,
page.
her buns is out. The
Listen.
difference is
But listen,
her Jones
but-
ain't
but-
get the
but-
milk.
But it's not all of that. It's
Yeah.
not constantly that. Is
Well,
what I'm
thank
saying.
you.
So
Thank
if
you.
I ain't see it constantly, then you see it now. You're like, okay.
Yeah, you see how bad you got with her? I be stalking you, bitch. Don't tell me how to stalk. Okay, Chelsea, I know what you got on.
Like, real shit.
Just like you're right.
17 pictures ago.
You gotta post 5 pictures with clothes, one
all the
without
family
clothes.
pages. I've checked
April 17th.
Yes.
Angelina page. I gotta check their pages. They family. I gotta check the pages.
I got a question for Chelsea. So if you're, or matter of fact, it's for everybody. So if you're in a relationship with somebody or trying to pursue somebody, and let's say they're doing the most online, but that's how you got with that person, do you have the right to now change them because you're with them?
No, I don't think so. And I think that's like a really hard concept. Not for me to understand, but I feel like for other people, like guys that might want to date me or date another model or a male model, I always said like, I understand for a guy, it might be hard to date someone like me who does post like sometimes half naked or implied photos, but like I've been doing that for years, and I respect myself. And I've always had my friends and my family appreciate what I've done. I've never had anybody come up to me and say, that's disgusting, you look stupid, you look trashy. I've never had that. So I've been really particular about that. But I feel like for a man, like if that's your girl, you want that to be your girl. You don't want anybody to see what's yours. But also, if you met me doing that, why should I change for you to make you more comfortable? If you saw my Instagram and we was dating for 6-7 months, you know what I do. Why would you expect me to change 6-7 months into it and, do something to appease you when this is who I was? That's like you being a male model, and I found your Instagram.
I am a male model.
And
I am on
and
Instagram.
6 months
Me
into
too.
the relationship, I'm like, you know what? I'm not comfortable with your abs online. I'm not comfortable with your V online. Like, who am I to say that? I could say that to you, and you could say, you know what? Well, don't be in this relationship. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. When I choose to get out of it, I will do that. But I'm not going to change that because that's who I am. I don't think that's fair for anybody to come into somebody's life and change them,
Yes,
because
yes.
relationship is two people doing what they love to do separately and encouraging each other and supporting each other, not getting with somebody and then trying to make them feel bad about what they do or trying to say like, this doesn't look good, X, Y, and Z. Like, you have to be supportive. And if that's the person that you liked when you saw them, then that's the same person. Like, you have to remain that. But I think it's so hard. It's easier said than done, 1,000,000%.
know-
Yo,
I mean-
listen, we
I
got
thought
the
I-
voice of reason,
Yeah, she
Chelsea
does.
That
Lee,
is my name.
body
Dev,
and shit
Dev.
at all times.
I felt
You know how
like
many
I
niggas just
low-key
got
had
broke
to
up with
change.
because of that? Do not air that part. She got
That was
niggas
deep.
fucking put
No,
out.
because
That
I-
was
Did you
deep.
say that to me? Like,
That was deep.
It's hard. You love somebody, you want to make them happy, you want to
Listen.
appease them, but you also have to be happy with yourself. And if doing what you do makes you happy, you can't change that for somebody else to make them happy, because at the end of the day, you're not happy, and you can't be in a relationship not being happy with yourself.
I agree with that 100%.
But it's hard not to want to change.
And I just want to tap in. I just want to throw in
Go
that
ahead.
because that is the way it is, and I agree with that. That's the way it is. If you met me, I was like that. That's the way it is. So I just want to say for my guys that's out there stockpiling nudes, if you were stockpiling nudes when you met her, you got the green light. You could go ahead and stockpile nudes till y'all get married.
Yo, I like that logic. That's kind of wild.
I'm just saying.
You're a scholar. You're a
met
gentleman
me,
and a scholar.
You met me stockpiling nudes. When you met me, my phone was loaded. The
But they
camera
didn't,
roll was heavy.
But you didn't walk up to them. They didn't see you stockpiling nudes. See, they have to see it. You saw her modeling on IG. Because see, what really happens is this. Men see a woman, they feel a certain way, and it's like, I'd do anything to be with her. But then you get her, and you see the human part of her. You know, she becomes
And you
regular.
see that everybody else wants her.
Right. So what happens is you start developing real feelings for her, and that's where you want to have it all to yourself. Yo, I'm not comfortable with you doing this and doing that. That come with everything. A chick could be like that with a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Where in the beginning it's cool, but 6 months in, she don't like the fact that there's a model on your lap in your music video.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, why that bitch got to be on you? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be shit like that. So it kind of goes both ways
For sure.
in that situation. But
That's why you got to be consistent, okay? So when you first meet, you got bitches on your lap. Keep them on your lap. But then you can say, they been on my lap, man. Like, I ain't just start this shit.
That's what I'm saying.
That's kind of smart. So when she come home from work, you already got something on the lap.
So you can't have someone on your lap when y'all start, and then 6 months later do it. You got to do a lap every month.
Right.
All
So men, we
even
already,
if it's fake, just take a picture.
So
It's my new
look,
video.
Hey, Gee, so to the fellas out there, y'all know when you single is when you go ahead and just pile up all your bullshit. Your little bullshit that you want to keep. The little bullshit you want to keep, you go ahead and pile it up while you single. So that way when you meet somebody, you be like, man, look, this is what it was.
Yeah,
This
when
is
you
how
break
it
up,
is.
just get all your shit together. Like, all right, I'm gonna do this because I want to let her know I'm gonna have an argument. Because you're losing these arguments. Men are losing these arguments. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, what the fuck is you doing that? You know why? Because you wasn't consistent. So now when you get out of a relationship, then you teaching me something today. You get out of relationships, you pile the shit up for the next person. Be like, this is how I was when you met me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this the collection.
Women.
You start new shit, you get in trouble.
We'll never beat women and shit like that though, because they call they girls, they call cousins, they could group up, they have huddles. We call our homies and try to talk about shit like that, like, yo, man, my girl. Niggas be like, man, you crazy. There ain't no whole lot of feedback coming. Like, we don't vibe like
Niggas
they
always
vibe.
try to act like they got their whole house in order too. Like, what? I'd have told that bitch. Meanwhile, he getting smacked in the back of the head and all that type shit.
And he
Niggas is
whispering.
Yeah.
And he calling you from her phone.
Yeah, what? She told, man, if that was me and I told her, bitch, she better suck my dick. Never. He's never going to say no
Yeah,
shit like
like-
that in life, man. I want to throw the women not under the bus, but I want to get your opinion on this. Bad head or little meat? What's worse? And we definitely want to hear from the nasty
Bad
girls on.
head. Because that's where you got to start.
No way.
For all the guys,
Wow.
that's where you got to start. Because
can
then that's going
live
to depend
without-
on the motion, the ocean. You got to start going down first.
But what if he can't finish?
Listen.
You saw the rest of the girls looking at Chelsea. Fuck is you talking about?
What do you mean? The guy
He ain't gotta eat me out. That nigga gotta do what he gotta do
The
though.
guy goes down and it's good enough. When he put the little meat in, it's going to be all right.
No. She must have had a nigga from present.
Negative.
That's why she back. That's why she back.
Come on.
That's exactly why Chelsea back.
He got to set it up.
She
see
don't
some
know
women-
what's
He
going on
got
out
to
here.
make it wet.
I see some disagreeing faces.
She must follow nobody.
No,
She got all followers, no
Because-
followers.
Talking to the mic.
because you could do what you gotta do down there, and it could be trash as long as you back it up with some power. I'm like, all right, I forgot about it. I forgot
That shit
about
over.
it.
Wait.
Hey, Chelsea,
Wait.
that's the
That's what I'm
beginning.
saying.
You gotta have a nice ending.
Hold on, but you hear the
on.
hold on, but you hear
No,
the
you
quote.
got to start with head.
If you are good at that, that's all you like really need. I mean,
I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Oh
you're
shit.
good after that's good. So like whatever after that.
No.
Gee, tell him, Gee. They gotta
It's
be.
like a
Well,
car,
I'ma
you
say it
got to
'cause
warm
I'm a-
it up. If you
I'm
go
a-
down and warm it up,
Being first team All NBA in both. Being first team All NBA in both categories.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that's bullshit. Okay.
Right.
Because a lot of the times the girls don't even give a fuck. Like you go down there, it's like, all right, nigga, come on, just dumb shit.
Because you
But
don't
if
do it good.
If you do it right, they come on like, oh, what? I waited all this time for that. You can finish strong. You can finish strong.
She said, "Back it up
Hey,
with
hey,
power."
look,
that was
yeah.
a crazy line.
Horsepower.
Hey, look, perfect example, Gee. Baseball. That's why they got an opener and a closer.
That's it.
They both got to be
And a
strong.
cleanup.
You can only afford mistakes in the bullshit a little bit
yeah, but
in
he
the
said
middle a
one
little
or
bit.
the other.
If you had to, if you
had
won,
to choose.
which one you
One or
choose?
the other.
Dev.
I'm going to choose the head.
Dev.
If
That's
it's
true.
good.
That's
Nobody
true. One or the
choose the
other.
leadoff hitter. Niggas always choose the cleanup.
Nobody's gonna choose a-
Nobody, they choose
Back
the
and
cleanup.
forth, huh?
The nigga that come in and clean this shit up, they don't clean the leadoff. The leadoff, he can fuck up.
Right. They just need him to
I'm
hit a
bringing
single
him
or
home.
double. Right.
I'm bringing him home.
Right.
What about the fellas? If it's just like
Nigga, we don't give a fuck.
immaculate box, terrible head, or immaculate, unbelievable head, regular box.
I'm gonna have to say to you, that's a dumbass question. Okay?
No,
I'm
answer
I'm
taking-
going with super box.
Give me the super box too, because the
Super size box. I'm going with
That's
box.
not
Not
fair
me.
because you said
Not
we got
me.
a little dick. You're talking
I'm
about
go-
super box or
Or with trash head. Like you gotta
No,
pick
the
which
girl
one.
got trash
so
head.
no,
Oh.
so trash head.
Chelsea is still in England.
Okay,
Please
so
don't.
Man,
yeah,
listen.
trash.
She messed with a little
Whatever-
England rich dude. She
Listen,
don't know what's going on.
whichever way you set the question
Cha-ching.
up for me, I'm taking the good one. I'm taking good head or the good box. I'm not taking bad head or a bad
No,
box.
I'm saying. No,
No,
what
the
I'm saying.
box is-
But I'm
box
saying,
is
come together.
if you get the incredible box, the head is trash. If you get the incredible head, the box is regular. See, we'll never say trash box because no one's going to pick trash box.
Oh, well,
No one's picking trash box. You gotta say regular box.
Niggas will make a
Can
trash
box
box
be
work.
trash though?
but this
Niggas make a trash box work.
Can
is a crazy
can
question.
a box be trash?
Yeah,
little-
a box can be
Yes,
trash.
yes.
Describe it, because box on a regular day is just fine with
No,
me.
but
Like
see, you gotta-
it can be on this worst leg, and it's
He's a
cool.
freak.
No. You got to understand that boxes, they got to somewhat be in sync with up here a little bit. They got to somewhat be in sync because I've known, and we've talked about this before, where I've known females who they not into sex. They not sexually active. They act like they don't even want to be having sex, like they don't like sex, and then you have sex with them. That shit's garbage.
Sex.
Yes. Sex, garbage,
Sex,
trash.
sex, sex, sex.
But no,
it exists.
But
Go ahead, Rick.
exists.
Go ahead.
is the box itself trash? Like what makes it trash?
Yeah, because what happens is
Break
their
it down.
thoughts communicate, their thoughts forge the box.
Right.
Is it getting wet?
That's exactly
one
why
no.
the head is
One no.
important,
No,
because it
box
warms it
isn't
up.
out here getting
A
wet.
woman is laying there like, I
Nah,
wish
let me-
I was
hey,
somewhere in
Dev,
fucking Fendi
you right
getting
about
the
that
bag.
shit. I'm be honest.
I wanna be
Going
here.
into my junior year of college, I said to myself, coming into this year, it's no such thing as bad pussy. I'm just killing everything. You know what I'm saying? Till I ran into this chick, I said, what is going on?
Right.
What are you doing? This is terrible.
Right.
I'm saying, then I had another one after that. I was like, oh no.
So what was terrible?
was terrible?
Was it the actual texture of the box? Was it the size of the box, or was it the actual movement or lack of movement from the box holder?
the lack of movement of the box holder.
Okay.
Okay, I'll
She
take that
couldn't
for
wield.
500.
She couldn't wield the box good.
Yeah, she couldn't wield the box. She couldn't wield the
All
box
right, but that's
good.
not the box. That's the person though. Like
It's
what's
all
that?
the part.
No.
Where does the box stop? Hold on. Where does the box stop? Because if the
One
box
box was everywhere.
where's the
Man,
I told you about the joint. It was like I told you about experiences like when
Listen,
they too drunk,
like she
too tipsy, and now you thinking like she think like, are you just gonna dive in the box
No.
and it's gonna be whatever?
Yeah.
And I know that you're not really sexually active. It's not crazy. And she's sitting there all drunk like,
I think a box
can't
can
do
be
it.
bad.
Can't do it. Won't do
fuck
it.
me.
Come do it. Won't do
A
it.
box can be bad if she don't really want
You
it.
laying there, they like, fuck me.
Yeah, I'm cool.
No, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Fuck you. I'm about to get out of here. Like,
I don't
this shit
think
is
there's
garbage.
any bad box. I think the box depends on the guy warming the car up. I see you shaking your head. It's okay. But the box is going to be better if you warm it up.
Now, sometimes though, you could warm a box up too much.
Yeah.
Listen, you warm it up too much. The chick think that she's a fucking all-star porn star. They hop on your meat all crazy and retarded, start trying to break your gun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They be
Talk about it.
Yo, I hate when
I
they get
hate that
overexcited.
shit.
Like if you don't calm your motherfucking
That's
ass
why I
down.
don't go. That's why I don't do dancing. I be like, no, I don't dance. I date. I don't dance. I date. You not pogoing on my shit all crazy and then taking $20, $30,
I hate
leaving
that.
me with blue
I hate
balls.
that shit.
No,
Don't
Now-
be dancing on my shit.
I'm not. No, word is born. Gee, I'd rather take a back rub. I'd rather go to like Dollaz and let them rub on my shoulders for 40.
Yeah, I'm cool on that.
Rub on my shoulders for 40. Let me eat
Yeah.
a wing, get a drink. I
And
go home.
That's another thing, though. There's other ways to warm up the car. There's not just one way. So I don't need to be licked on to be warmed up. You can give me a back rub. You can serenade me. You can bring the oil out. There's other ways.
Serenade?
Listen, we can do.
Undeniable.
We can listen.
That we should
We can
be
do all the
together.
warming up in the world, all
Shit
the
ain't getting
fixing,
wet.
all the prepping. If the car don't want to be drove, what
Yeah,
the fuck is you gonna keep warming it up for? You
It's
want to keep
snowing.
warming
It's
up a
snowing,
motherfucking
nigga.
car that don't want to move, a car that want to be sitting on a lot on a showroom floor. They a showroom floor
And
car.
some cars it's just lemons. That's just
That's
facts.
That's why they got.
Lemon law.
That's why they got showroom cars.
Hold on.
I
Just
ain't
hold on.
catch a
Wait.
lemon yet.
Should there be a lemon law? What kind of lemon law can we come up with, man?
Who do you call when the shit ain't right? Like,
Like
1-800 my lemon.
it's just like, you like, wait a minute, this box is not what it was cracked up to be. The IG pictures was very, very misleading because, you know, when you see something or a person talk sexual, because women, I never met a woman that said, my pussy's okay. You know what I'm saying? I've heard niggas say like, yeah, I'm an average dick nigga. But I've never heard a woman that didn't talk about they shit like they shit wasn't the most A1 splash world. You know what I'm saying?
that's cause niggas don't give a fuck. Most niggas don't give a fuck.
And we lie to them.
Exactly.
We always tell them it's good. We give them extra credit.
They lie to us too.
Y'all better start
Yeah.
They lie to us too, bro. You can get that the fuck out of here. Like a girl will tell you, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's just part of that myth too.
Like if you ask your girl, like your girlfriend, is this the best dick you ever had? She don't want to look right in your face and say no.
Like, nah, I was actually the ball two niggas ago.
Yeah, like I had a girl that actually tell me that though. I eat the box. Damn, was it the best dick you ever had? No. No. He actually lived down the street. He actually lived down the street.
That's crazy when she give you the nigga address.
Yeah, he lived on the street 3313. Ask him how he did. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I go down and talk to the nigga.
That's some crazy
What did you
shit.
do, my nigga? Because I wanted to love me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
He
listen,
like, nigga, you got to go straight up.
That's some funny shit. Cause I really jumped on a joint too that somebody that I know had, and I knew my man had it, and I jumped on it one time. I was probably drinking it. I'm crazy. I'm like, yo, who better? Me and my man. Like, who better?
Hold on. So you throw the shoulder with it?
Yeah.
There's definitely be some dumbass questions
Was it me
asked.
and my
That's why it's fucked up if I know that, like, the Dev, my man, and I know he hit something, you gonna ask. Like, you don't even know how you did it. Like, yeah, did I hit the shit better than him? You know who I'm talking about. If she turn around and say no, you're crushed.
Oh, my God.
She done got mad because now I'd have accidentally told that my man. So now she go back to my man.
Oh, you know Vaughn?
And he come up to me. He like, what the fuck is you asking these hoes, man? Like, crazy shit.
Now, what if the girl just comes out and thank you, I appreciate it, sir. What if the girl just comes out and announces like her list? Like, for example, me, one of the girls I was messing with in the past, she just came out after a session, after one of our rocking sessions, like, yo, like, that was top 5 ever. And like, I took that as a compliment. Like, I don't give a fuck about them other 4 niggas. I'm top 5, like, all time in her book.
Mm-hmm. Top 5 dead or alive.
Exactly. So
Jada did.
Go ahead. Did you warm up the car?
Do you ever ask a question?
Nah, it already
that you
came
know
ready.
the answer
I
to?
ain't even need to.
And you still ask the dumbass question anyway? Like, you be hitting the chick like, is this the biggest dick you ever had? You know you don't want the answer to that shit. Like, this the biggest dick you ever had. She like this. Yes. But you 33. Stop.
What if she tell you? What if she tell you top 5 out of like 50,000? You still gonna be like regular? Like, yeah.
No, my next question is
dope.
You top 5 out of 50,000. My very next question is, how is this pussy so tight? This pussy still
and where
good.
the fuck is the nearest? And where the fuck is the nearest doctor's
You fuck
office?
50,000
I'm gonna go
niggas.
get myself checked the fuck up too.
Niggas is scared to go to the doctor after that because the one time that I, wanted to go to the doctor was the day before Don Michael Jr.'s motherfucking baby shower. It was a time that I was with the John that pulled me from the club at Chalk Show. And then we, after we was finished doing what we was doing, I was irresponsible, no joint, obviously. Yeah, right. So we laid up and I had a screensaver on the computer and it was showing like all my niggas would like pop up on the screensaver, you know what I mean? So one of my niggas pop up on the screensaver, he in the picture like this is shit. And she like, I'll fuck the shit out of that nigga. And I'm like,
the girl you fucking?
The chick that I'm laid up with right now, like I just met her at the club.
Too deep.
So I'm
that's
like,
too deep.
I said,
I thought hoes was cool.
That's too honest. That's too honest.
She was like, I'll fuck the shit out of that nigga. I said, excuse me? I said, what did you say? She said, I said, did you just say you'll fuck the shit? She said, no. I said, I fucked the shit out of that.
Oh, she did.
Yo.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she was like, that's how I know you a blood, cause he a blood too. I said, no, I'm not. I said, absolutely not. He is, but cause that's how she met me. She walked up to me and was like, you a blood? Cause I had all red on. I said, no. She was like, yes, you is, nigga.
She had a thing for gangbangers.
Yeah. She was like, where you going? I was with White Mike and Don Michael Jr. She was like, where you going? I was like, I'm going home. She was like, nah, you going to my crib. Took my number, real aggressive. Yeah, I mean, we ended up doing what we doing. Turned out, Shorty just came home from jail. This was her like.
This story is fucked up.
This was her like.
You got the freshest kind of box.
So
That's crazy.
So
Fresh box.
her whole crew was together, and they was basically doing like a welcome home party. She was locked up for burning somebody's crib down.
Wow, and you was the fresh piece of meat.
Yeah,
Like
she
just home that just came home. Like she fucked you.
Yeah.
No pussy
Didn't
that
Elf have a girl
Just
like
came home
that?
from jail pussy.
On another episode?
You might get a little piece of broomstick up there sometime, but it's good.
Hold on, piece of what?
No, but she was
put
so
broomstick up her
vicious.
shit.
She was so vicious the way she was talking the day of that joint.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when we was laid up afterwards, she started telling me all kind of wild shit that started getting me real scared. Like I was like, oh my God, I feel like my dick's itching right now. You know what I'm saying? And she was telling me like, man, I could do time on my head. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. I fuck with bitches. I fuck with niggas. When I get locked up, I still got all the hoes. I was just like this.
Go ahead.
You know the
D.
realest shit ever about your story though? When the first part when we thought she said, I'll fuck the shit out that nigga. The thing is, if you was a real nigga, do you call him immediately and say, I got some pussy lined up? Like, that's what a nigga do. Yo, get over here now. I'm
gonna share this. Let me put you on. Nah, he beat me to the punch already.
Yeah, he was already there. Though.
Yeah, he was already there among other niggas that I knew.
Immediately, you would fuck him?
It was like,
because ain't nothing better than telling your man you got something. Like, you want to make you feel good. I got something for you. You know, niggas like, what?
Yeah, you was like a whole conversation. Listen, you was like a whole conversation for that whole shit because I know how we do when we come home. When you fresh out and your homies like, everybody, that's the first thing your homies think about around you. Like, yo, you got something set up?
Yeah.
Like, and you was like the setup. She had something set.
It was crazy because
one of I got this nigga look like a blood.
Listen, one of the shorties that she was with was like, go ahead, Dev, take her number. I knew her from school and she was like, trust me, Dev. Take the math, Dev. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, she already knew they was on a hunt. You know what I'm saying? And they found a nigga. They found the right whore. You know what I'm saying? Me, DevNasty. You know what I'm saying? I want to go for, y'all want to bring out the wheel? What y'all think, man? Let's bring the motherfucking wheel out, man.
The wheel is always exciting.
Let's bring the wheel out, man.
Let's get him over.
What time we at right now, B Rocky?
We got my boy GHEE in here. Let's bring out the wheel for my boy.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I knew this was a game show.
It is. It's a low budget game show. Though. Come on, you know what I'm saying? When the budget get right, we'll get the big wheel. Get them some.
Dev is the new Black Bob Barker.
yeah,
let's go.
All right, so let's get a spin on this thing.
Oh, that's nice. Like the whole little sound.
Hey, twerk break. Ooh.
What's this? Oh, what would you rather have the ability to be able to see your future kids or see your future spouse? What they gonna look like?
Future kids. Like, I'm so disappointed in Sean. I don't. Just don't. I'm gonna be honest. We on the Devinwade Show. Never give me an opportunity to be honest. I'm gonna be honest, right? I love my kid. Everybody know that, okay? Me and him, it's me and him, right? But my thing is this: I want a motherfucking son that can shoot a hoop, run a touchdown, hit a fucking baseball, or something. I don't go to shit, okay?
First of all, baseball, not football. They don't make enough money.
I don't give a fuck what he do. I just want to go outside.
Like, who don't make enough?
You gonna go to a game?
Like, he called me in the room like, Dad, look at the shit I built on Blacksburg.
Baseball player.
Oh, you saying football players don't make enough money?
No.
I want to see the future
Well, I'm
kids.
gonna make sure.
How much money y'all want people to make?
We got some NFL players coming on the show. We're gonna definitely bring this up.
I want to see my future kid because I want to know if I'm gonna like him or not.
Okay.
Seriously, I can like him by the way he look. Oh, this shit, he got a mohawk.
Yeah, you don't care what the baby mom,
He wearing a
what the
sleeve.
wife look like. You don't care. That's,
Nah, because, I know my preference. I'm like, you can't choose what your kids look like because you can come out like, I got me, got her. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You almost can't choose your spouse at this point.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
might got drunk and just knocked it, dude. Splashed in her.
Or
That's how Sean got it.
she could have.
Fuck did you know that?
Or she could have plastic surgery. She could be a completely different person when you get her, and the kids could be like, I don't know. I'm gonna say future spouse. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Because you can get tricked. Did y'all hear about the Asian guy that ended up suing his wife?
That's a wild one.
That's a real thing.
You heard about that before?
Yeah, dude.
That's a wild joint.
Yeah, I'm a true spouse.
Yeah, I'll find out when the kid
The
get
kids,
here.
yeah, exactly.
I want to see my kid. And I'm going from past experience. Okay, I don't know what you guys went through with your kid, but my experiences wasn't the best. Okay, my son is fucked up.
What about you, Rich?
Sorry, Sean, if you listen.
I'm gonna go with GHEE. For a reason I'm gonna go with GHEE is because I'm coming from the father figure. I deal with some of what he deal with, like with my son too. My son, I had him in wrestling. He was out there thinking he was square dancing, doing the whole weekend. I get it. He rather play with Legos and build. He likes to. He's super beyond smart, so I get it. He's into other things, but yeah, just from a father's point, I think it would be more important to see the future of my children and put more concern into them and know if I gotta like hustle hard because one of them might look more like the mom and I might have to get a little surgery or something. But nah, I'm only joking. But seriously though, I think my kids is more important than my spouse for me.
Okay. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I want to see what my girl look like. Fuck that.
I don't even know if I'm gonna have kids.
Listen,
so who knows?
Yeah, I don't want to find out no shit like that. I don't give a fuck about that. Let me get another spin on that wheel, and we gonna get out of here.
These questions. This question is crazy.
That one was. That one was
complex.
That one was complex.
Yeah. Shot right now.
Yeah, we got to. It's just so this is where shit goes downhill real quick.
Man.
Shot break.
All right, shot break.
Shot break.
You see, I'm trying to be easy today.
Y'all gonna have to spin that wheel one more time.
Yeah, one more time. He's just hoping. This nigga's just hoping and praying. Gee about to fix the twerk break.
It didn't stop rolling.
We gotta do the shots first. We gotta do them.
We gotta do them.
Rules of the show.
Yeah, it's just the rules, man.
It's just the rules.
We want you to we don't want you to wreck the Lamborghini on the way home. You know what I'm saying? We know that you
Sean need his car back.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. How many followers you at right now, man?
1.9 million.
Jesus Christ.
Congrats,
on Facebook,
man.
Congratulations. I'm at 2.4.
Oh my God, what kind of celebrity are you?
And how many little man at?
He was with me.
Same joint? All right, that's
he got his YouTube is going crazy though.
Congrats, bro. That's heavy.
All right, we're gonna do this shot right here. This is gonna be a toast to, this brother GHEE Funny coming on the show today, man. We so happy to have you in the motherfucking
Wait, I got a question. How do you get your name?
And his son Sean.
Huh?
How do you get your name? Is that your real name?
Yeah, it's a messed up story. But you want me to share it real quick?
Yeah.
All right, when I was little, my grandma it's a stupid story. My grandma used to say, "Oh, this is my little turkey. This is my little turkey." And she just started calling me GHEE.
My grandma called me turkey too.
Real shit. Now everybody in the neighborhood was like, GHEE.
Salute, man.
All right, let's see. We're gonna try it one more time to see where we land at. If this shit land on a shot break, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all can fucking forget it.
Yeah, you can.
Let GHEE spin that. Let's watch how he spin.
GHEE gonna get it on twerk break.
Twerk break!
My thing ain't crazy! Hey, oh shit, I forgot I had money! Hey, where's my money? This is the best show ever.
Hey, GHEE, I
don't know how to make it rain. I don't know how to make it rain.
My money long too.
Yo, check it out, y'all.
Hey, yo, let me
This
get
has
some more
been
fun.
another episode of the Devinwade Show. You know we always gotta end it on a twist. Bring the cheeks back over here. Bring the cheeks back.
And I'm still not dancing.
And we out of here, y'all. Peace.
Wait, you need a whole video, man?
Yeah, I'm explaining everything to you. Come to come.
Our house. Everyone's like, I gotta come for you.
I'm always ready though.
What? How ready are you?
I'm this ready.
How ready?
I like how y'all did me a womp on the show and I didn't know how to say. I was like,
Showtime, baby. You know we here. Shout out to my guy Els behind the camera, man. The whole family here. They know what it is. See what it is. We laid. Shout out to Urbane. Everything else, man. They already know it's history. Devinwade Show. The man of the hour.
What up? We're about to get busy.
You dig?
Yeah. These my type of numbers right here.
That's right.
DJ Caesar Puerto Rich, drop a bomb on them.
It's like it ain't no escaping it. They kill us and taping it. Baptisms turning drownings. Gotta be a bathing ape in it. A cold world, so I stay close to the heater. Gotta look at how they treat us. Crooks impose as leaders. Cops locking killers. Doctors, they won't heal us. So I just fear the Lord and I stick to the 5 pillars. I try to give them gems every time I let a verse go. Pray for the best, but be prepared for the worst though. Dudes talk like bitches and they move like delicious. All my dogs vicious and they move like malicious. Drums in them long clips. This the shit we armed with. Blade on a chopper, back sit under my armpit. Real Vietnam shit, and no I don't glorify. Trouble come knocking, door flying, shit is horrifying. Feel like we drowners getting deeper and deeper. So I sleep with the sweeper, case I meet with the reaper. So trust ain't even optional. Ops and cops watching you. Vaccines seem like they just wanna put some shots in you. But like a bartender, I'ma send them shots too. We can send them back and forth till they send the cops through. Yeah,
you know what's good. We keep it gangsta, you know what's good. Gone up on our west side, looting for the move. Power to the people, fuck all the rule. We run the hood, you know what's good. We keep it gangsta, you know what's good.
work. Big up to Shane Ryan, Porter Rich, DJ Caesar. Revolutionary shit. We out.
They got us pinned down. Fuck what you heard. We pinned down. I can't feel. They gonna kill me. They got us pinned down, but I won't cease. I'm gonna die for me. You're gonna remember me. You're gonna remember me. I'm gonna die for me. They gonna remember me. You're gonna remember me.
Let me talk to him.
I'm gonna die for me. I'm gonna die for me.
They got me back all in this camo.